State of Texas versus Chelsea Ann Marie. That's you with Mr. Macon, your attorney, and the state's attorney. Okay. This is very serious stuff. They're all serious here. Some are more serious. Does the defendant waive a formal reading of this indictment and arraignment here? Can we proceed in sum?
Yes.
In summary, this indictment alleges that on or about March 26, 2022, in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the first-degree felony of murder, use of a deadly weapon, namely a firearm, by shooting the complainant. Do you understand what you're charged with this? This is a first-degree felony, which means if convicted, you face a term of life imprisonment or any term of not more than 99 years or less than 5 years in prison. In addition, a fine may be assessed not to exceed $10,000. Do you understand the punishment range here?
That's the right range.
Yeah.
What's 40? It's 40 years, Jeff.
Okay, I'm gonna redo that, Jim. I know. I wish we had this pen for everybody. This pen seems to work better on the pad.
Yes, sir.
than others.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
God.
you for clarifying.
Agreement has been reached where you would be pleading guilty, sentenced to 40 years in prison. Is that your understanding of the agreement now? If I follow this agreement, you have no right of appeal of your case. Do you understand? How do you plead to this indictment, charging you with this first-degree felony? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty voluntarily? That is on your own free will, and because you are guilty. I show you what's marked as State's Exhibit 1. Did you sign that document voluntarily? Did you understand it? Discuss it with Mr. Macon, your attorney, or the contents here true in court? State's Exhibit 1 is tendered into evidence, so without objection it's admitted. Among other things, the state you are mentally competent to enter your guilty plea. It's freely and voluntarily made. You know what you've been charged with. The indictment has been read to you. You are guilty of the crime charged in any lesser included offense. You are giving up your rights to a jury trial and the rights to the appearance, confrontation, cross-examination of witnesses, and you are totally satisfied with the representation provided by your lawyer here. All of this is true. It states so help you God. State's Exhibit 1 is made a part of the record for all purposes. Is a pre-sentence report waived here?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything else to add? I'm going to make findings now. If nothing further to add by anyone, I'm going to find that Ms. Schiff, you are pleading guilty to this first-degree felony of murder, voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently. There's sufficient evidence supporting your guilty plea. State's Exhibit 1 admitted here to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You were giving up your rights to a jury trial and the rights to the appearance, confrontation, cross-examination of witnesses, and you are totally satisfied with the representation provided by your lawyer. All of this is true, it states. So help you God, out of State's Exhibit 1, and the court supports those representations with positive findings that are in the record that state those admissions. I hereby find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of this first-degree felony. I am following the agreement. You are hereby sentenced to confinement in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice to serve a term of 14 years. The judgment shall reflect an affirmative finding that a deadly weapon, namely a firearm, was used in the commission of this offense. Anything else we need to add on?
No.
Is there any,
No.
nothing else?
No, sir.
Anyone else? All right. Do you understand what is happening? That is all. I understand on the case. Just State of Texas versus, is it Drain or Pedron? How do you pronounce your first name? Pedron? Perkins? You are your attorney, Mr. Reynolds, and the state's attorney. Was the defendant waive formal readings of these indictments? Can you proceed in sum?
Yes.
You're pleading to both?
Yeah, that's correct. Same amount of time. Right.
In summary, these two cases, and we'll take them up together because they're similar.
Quick reality check. In Texas, first-degree felony
basically means the state just handed you a menu ranging from 5 years to hope you like prison food forever.
Alleging first-degree felonies of murder in each case. And the state in 39766 on or about January 30th, 2022, and in 22-39767 on or about January 1st, 2022, both alleging in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the first-degree felonies of murder by shooting the complainants or the victims in each case with a deadly weapon, namely a firearm. There is a second allegation of prior conviction of robbery. Are we using that?
No, there's no need, Judge.
Okay. Do you understand, sir, what you're charged with in each of these cases? These are first-degree felonies, which means you face a term of life in prison, or any term more than 99 years or less than 5 years in prison. In addition, a fine may be assessed not to exceed $10,000. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Agreements have been reached in your cases where you would be pleading guilty in each case, found guilty in each case, sentenced to 55 years imprisonment to run concurrently with each case. Is that your understanding of the agreement? Yes, sir. If I follow these agreements, you have no right of appeal of your cases. Do you understand? Yes, sir. I showed you in each case what's marked as State's Exhibit 1. Did you sign those documents voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently? You discussed them with your attorney or the contents of these documents, State's Exhibit 1, all true and correct. State's Exhibit 1 tendered into evidence in each of these cases. No objection without objection admitted. Among other things, these state that you are mentally competent to implement guilty pleas. These are freely and voluntarily made. You know what you've been charged with in the indictments you read them. You are guilty of the crime charged in any lesser included offenses. You are giving up your rights to a jury trial and the right to stand fair confrontation, cross-examination of witnesses. We're totally satisfied with the representation provided by your lawyer. All of this is true. The state still helps you out. It is all of that true and correct. State's Exhibit 1 in each case made a part of the record for all purposes. Status reports are weighing, so everything else.
40 years. Not technically life, but close enough that by the time she's out, TikTok will probably be banned and we'll be watching trials in VR.
And I'm going to follow these agreements.
And
you, in each of these cases, you are pleading guilty, sir, voluntarily, knowing, intelligently, to these allegations of first-degree felonies of murder in each case. You are mentally competent to do so. Understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading guilty. Sufficient evidence for State's Exhibit 1 to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of these two first-degree felonies of murder. I hereby find you guilty on a reasonable doubt of these first-degree felonies of murders in each case. I am following agreements you are hereby sentenced to confinement to the Institutional Division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice to serve a term of 55 years on each case to run concurrently. There will be an affirmative finding in the judgments that a deadly weapon, namely a firearm, was used in the commission of these offenses. Do you understand, sir, what has happened to you? Yes, sir. Anything else from the state? Is there anything?
We have an allocation from the victim's family on 39766.
All right, go ahead. Judge, what is administrative segregation? It's not happening with the students. Okay, since that's the law issues, asking with jail staff, you allow the term where he's instead of control.
That's an accurate statement as to why he was moved into isolation. We had proven to the court that there were some threats against one of the witnesses that testified. Since we're not moving forward with the trial, I have no objections to the jail making administrative findings.
It is allowed. Just want no objection from the state. What do you have?
I have some things. I know where you want to situate.
Okay, that can be seated right here in the witness chair. All right, please, in each case, please identify yourself and how you are related to the victim in this.
And I used to run around use my nephews, Isaiah Otis.
It's Isaiah Wagner,
Isaiah, right?
who was deceased,
Yes.
killed in
Yes.
this case.
Sister.
Okay, go ahead. Oh. All right, you may go forward when you're ready.
Isaiah Brandon White. A gentle shepherd was taken from us on January 30th, 2022. Our parents' lives are not the same since they knew. When I was 84, 666, what we can do or say together to make it any good. We wrap out the only survival together, dearly, love her everything. Mama, it's gonna be okay. Deep down inside, she doesn't think so. And she doesn't feel it. My man is 84. Your parents and family and friends can go and visit you anytime they get ready. Well, we have to go and visit the grave site.
That's the sound of a life officially changing trajectory. Up until now, it was paperwork. Now it's destiny.
And I see you. One of the ideas of the sister, like I stated, was everything close this and that. All five of them. These 3 boys, 2 girls. Our nieces and nephews, they're all like this. We come together in times of trouble and talk to each other and pray with each other, comfort each other, encourage each other. That's all we can do. He leaves behind 2 precious little children. But between me and my sister and other family members, help raise those children. Our husbands, they're here to support us. We love him in ways we never asked for. But the love that they have for Isaiah's kids, that's what they do. That's what we all do. Jerry, my brother, that's you to me. You will always be our big brother, even though I'm the oldest. He's going to always be my big brother. It took us a long time, but not too long, to find out after Isaiah had given the grave site where the grass was growing. It didn't take us that long to figure out it was him that was going out there cleaning it. You took our loved one. I try to wake up some days in disbelief. I can't believe it. I church life is real. He's gone. He's never come back. I have a picture of him on my fireplace mantle. Dad's got his fireplace mantle. I say, Isaiah, you don't even know what he chooses. You hunted him down like an animal. For what reason? Oh, that she was a girl. Oh, that you just kidding me. So,
Legal process over. Emotional impact begins. This is where the courtroom stops speaking in codes and starts speaking in pain.
you were being, what happened to just talking? What happened to you just get together when I was growing up? It was just not so much there. What happened to them? A line for another, you and this me. I swear, you. Disrespectful. Oh, you know. I feel tired, I feel angry. I'm so gone, there was no girl. She never had a child, 3 years. I figured I'm missing them. I said, here, I told you from a hospital field. They can't bring me nothing. Well, it's not that. It was down in Shiny Hill. Not one time. He drunk. Not one time. You shined 41 times on Grand Street. Get my numbers right. Yep. You shined 41 times on Grand Street. And then 1 week later, that's 1 week later, his shots was fired, and he had gun was on him. You have 55 years today. 55 years. He's gone back there again. They lost kid. Then, there's no matter makes it probably was not him, and I'm not being funny. Yeah.
41 shots. That's not confusion. That's not panic. That's intent, and it echoes louder than any defense could.
She left another, I hope so, 10 years. The way her health is right now, because now we have no reason. Smart to hear before. Who does get that thing? Who does nothing like that? The person who just is not here or another sheep thing. Today, I found out how many times he was shot for watching him. I feel good. How are you able to look at yourself for what you did? You will never forget what you have done for the rest of your life. You have a long run ahead of you to think about what you've done. So I say all of this to say this. You are a soul that Jesus died for. I believe that. I believe that there's a place after this life. I believe in God. God died for you, He died for me. Yeah, Isaiah made some mistakes. I'm not going to get up here and paint a picture of Isaiah that Isaiah was all that in a very I'm not going to do this. Isaiah made some mistakes. So have I. So have you. So I say this. You are a soul. You need to live in. I have a soul, and I need to forgive you. So if you try and purchase, I forgive you for what you did to my brother. May your soul is in peace.
Anything else? We are recess on this case.